that we were even having to do this documentary is so inherently heartbreaking. But man, I just love Wyndham so much, you know? And so anything I could do to help spread his love and his light and just have a conversation about a guy that was a friend and an inspiration to me on so many levels, I mean, it was a no-brainer. But like I said, it's just, it still blows my mind that we're even sitting here having to have these conversations. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't been able to put myself together in the right mindset to even watch the documentary yet. So the clips that I'm going to see today, these are kind of first run for me. They sent me the documentary a couple weeks back before it aired, but I just haven't been able to put myself in a place where I've been able to actually sit down and watch the entirety of it. So I love him. I'd do anything for him. I was happy, like I said, to be able to continue to spread his love and his light.
Taylor, what were your thoughts when you were first approached by the producers?
Not to repeat what Seth and Nattie said, but just the fact that we were making this documentary, I was living in another world, in a dream world, and not the good kind. But when I was approached with making the documentary, at that time, it was so shortly after the fact that I was a broken man. I seldomly left my house and saw other people and couldn't deal. And when I was approached with this, despite how I felt and how hard I knew it was gonna be, it wasn't about me at all anymore. It was so much bigger than me. And I knew I was gonna do it, but also I'm so glad I did it because it was cathartic. And it's for his children and everybody that he touched throughout his career, and the people that loved him, which is so many. It's so many. I've never seen a person be so loved by everybody they met. There's not one person that he met that didn't walk away from that conversation going, wow. Anybody. So it was bigger than me, and I knew it was something that I had to do, and I'm so glad I did.
Nattie, you were on the road at the time, but being there as Wyndham was first cooking this up, being there, those promo classes, I'm telling you, were special. Because at the time, there were maybe 40 of us, in a room there with Dusty, and being able to see Wyndham in the incubator as he was first workshopping this character was really, really special. Seth, can you speak to what it was like watching Wyndham in the lab, seeing Bray come together for the first time, and seeing the formation of the Wyatt family as well?
Well, let's not romanticize promo day too much. Because promo day was like a trip to the dentist's office for most of us. Every single week when we are, now look, I know y'all are a little familiar with NXT and our developmental system now. Beautiful performance center we have in Orlando, multi-million-dollar facility, Shawn Michaels and all these amazing coaches, and they do the TV out of there every week, and it's this beautiful studio. Well, FCW was the furthest thing from that. Nattie, you were there. It was canned goods, as Nattie says. We were in a warehouse in Tampa, and it was so nondescript. I remember showing up to the building for the first time, and I was like, wait, do we pass it up? Is this it? This is WWE developmental? This is the big time? And it was hot in the summertime, and it was brutally hot in some parts of it because it wasn't entirely air conditioned, and it was rough, man. It was rough, but Wednesdays were our promo day. We would come in once a week, and it was nice because we didn't have to go and do practice matches at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday and take bumps, and it hurt. So we would have promo day, which was nice. But every week we had to come up with a new promo, and every week we had to sit through 30 promos, and most of them sucked. I don't think I did one single promo in the 2 years that I was there that was any damn good at all. E, on the other hand, very good. Taylor, very good. Me, I was the shits. But every once in a while, something would happen, and there'd be like this oh moment where you knew you were seeing something special. And the first time I heard Wyndham become Bray Wyatt, and I think all of us had this moment, it was like, oh, that's it. That's it. And it's this, I can't imagine how it felt for him, because when you finally find that thing, it's like, oh, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like there's this amazing bubbling excitement, maybe this nervousness about you because you're nervous to put it out into the world, and you don't want to get rejected because you feel so strongly about something. But it's like, man, we all knew in the moment, the first time I heard like the little twang and I saw the way he was just moving around and the lighting and the presentation started to build week after week, and he was like adding kind of new pieces and seeing where it all landed, and then watching what it eventually became with Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, and this just amazing, unique take on pro wrestling, something nobody had ever seen before. It was a thing of beauty, and to be able to take that risk and just do something so outside the box, something that may not have even been wrestling from the beginning, and throw it into our world, like the balls that takes, the courage, and the ability to make it work. I was, like I said in the beginning, he was an inspiration to me. And that character and that presentation, that 100% will change the game forever, no doubt about it. It was a special time for sure.